Knocking videos out. We're pre-filming. I'm a super busy guy. Sorry, these videos, I'm all wearing the same shirt. DWK, I'll give you a heads up. He films on the same day, but he changes his shirt. So I'm just going to bluntly put that out there. I'm going to wear the same shirt. What is up, guys? You're tuning in to Nikki MGTV for another military video for all your military video needs. As always, you can hit me up on Instagram or Snapchat or down in the comments below if you have questions or you want to see the daily life of what it's like to be in the military. Again, we have a show every Friday at 7 p.m. live stream, which you can come tune in 7 p.m. California time. And also, if you want to help support the channel grow, go to Patreon, link down below, become a patron, and help us out and get some extra perks and benefits. So, a lot of people ask me about joining the military and reasons that they're joining, and I wanted to discuss some things and how I've seen some bad instances on reasons to join the military. And a lot of people end up making very impulsive decisions for long-term consequences. So, a lot of people, I'll see they're writing me telling me, hey, Nikki, I just want to join and I don't care how I join. I just want to be in and join. And they say, I want to leave as soon as possible. So I got PAC seaman. And then I don't care. I was offered other jobs. That was the first job that was going to leave the soonest. You have to think like this is something that is going to impact possibly your 20 years. So leaving just to get out of your hometown as soon as possible is probably not the best idea. You need to be a little strategical in where you're going and your purpose in going there. I always give the example of when you go to Google, you type what you want, not what you don't want. So a lot of people that are trying to leave their hometown, it's like, well, I know I don't want to stay here. Well, then you could drive a couple hours away from your hometown or fly if you're in Hawaii or wherever else. But you don't need to just impulsively join the military just to do that. Now, I've also seen this. People have been spiteful against their significant other and they have just joined in spite to like make them miss them or think that it's going to make them more desired because they're gone away from them. I specifically remember in boot camp, there was a guy that was crying in his rack like a little baby. He's probably like 23, 24, and I did call him a little, but he he was being one, and I told him, I was like, dude, he was crying because he went there just because his girlfriend wanted to break up with him and he wanted to get back with her. So he thought if he changed his life and did all these things for this girl and made her miss him, that he was going to somehow get her back. He eventually got rolled out of boot camp and then went back home. But I couldn't believe that someone did that just to join the military. Just don't do that. Don't do this for a girl. Do not join just because you like the uniform or you like the idea of being in a uniform. There are some people that really have this upholding like, I'm a hero, like vision of it. And there is some of that, like very small moments, I'll tell you that, where you get the chills and you feel really motivated. But like, wearing the uniform does not mean you're like gonna be a magnet. I'm telling you right now. If you go anywhere in San Diego, I could probably within this mile radius find someone that's military, or you go to Virginia, Norfolk, or in Hawaii, or I mean, it's like your hometown may not have any military people in it, so it's a big deal seeing someone in uniform. But when you get to these bigger military areas, everybody's military, so it's not like you walk out in a uniform and people are oohing and eyeing over you being in the military. You and every other Joe Schmo there is in the military. Just give a heads up. This reason is very borderline in the sense that it is yes and no. There's people that are joining just for money. And I'm telling you that this is going to be a sacrifice. I made a video about sacrifice. Like that's the biggest thing you're going to have to do doing this job. But doing it just for the money is kind of like, it's not the only reason to do it, if that makes sense. Like you need to have very thought out methodical reasons to join besides just, hey, I want to make a paycheck, because the military will pay you every 1st and 15th, but if you're miserable making that dollar and it's not something you're truly interested in or have any passion about doing, you're going to hate every second of it. And so that's why I want to tell you guys, like, make sure that you guys have other reasons than just money, because I'm not complaining about our paycheck. I'm just saying it's not enough to be like, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's a great thing. But if you're just coming for money, you can make money a million other ways. Money comes and money goes. I understand some people want a better quality of life, so make sure that you're joining for the right reasons beyond just having a paycheck. And some of you guys are wanting Nuke just because there's a bonus involved. There are reasons why there are pay incentives and bonuses for subs and nukes and all of those different areas, and it's just because that they are high demand because they are hard to get people to fill those jobs. Not knocking them, I'm just saying there's a reason why. The last wrong reason to join, and this is kind of ironic because I want to make it clear it's a reason to join, just like the money thing, but there's more speculations onto how it happens so you understand what you're getting into. Travel. A lot of people end up joining and wanting to go right back home or stay as close to home as possible. If you're one of those people, probably shouldn't join the military because eventually you're going to move away from that area. But I wanted to get some insight because everybody thinks that we just hop on boats and travel from place to place when you could go months without even seeing land. You could be out in the ocean and you just see haze, gray, and underway, and that's it. It can become a lot like Groundhog's Day. And there are a bunch of different jobs which will travel, and there's none that I can name that are going to travel really more than others. I've seen, like, you look at me and I traveled more than some people, and I've been on shore duty where there's other people that have been on sea duty that didn't travel at all yet because the ship was in the yards or whatever happened. When you pull in port, you still have to stay on duty. So, for example, when I pulled in the Philippines, I still had to stay on duty that first day we pulled in. I could see the pier, I could walk on the pier, but I couldn't go anywhere besides stay on the ship or go onto the pier, and that was it. And so, yes, it was great to see land, but while everyone got out to go, I had to stay on duty for that entire first day. And then on the day before we left, I had to stay on duty again. So I had 3 days in a foreign country. Amazing. I don't regret that at all. It was super fun, to be honest. But I just want to let you guys know that if it's just for the travel, there are some stipulations, like you will have to stay on duty, and you also need a Liberty Buddy when you go out. Sometimes they require more than just 2 people together. Sometimes they require 3. And I know the Marine Corps can get crazy with their Liberty restrictions. I've heard of sometimes needing 4 people together in order to leave the ship or for their liberty. It's crazy. There are some stipulations like that. So I would be cognizant of that fact as well. Because travel is great, but there are stipulations. As always, guys, you can check me out on Instagram or Snapchat or ask me questions down in the comments below. Or if you want, you can tune in to our show every Friday, 7 p.m. California time for the live stream where you can ask questions as many as you want. Hopefully I get to all of them. Again, if you want to support the show and become a patron, go down the link below in the Patreon. Anything will help. I appreciate it, guys, for everything you've done for me. Thank you. As always, I'll see you guys next time. Love you guys.